Hello and good day, welcome to our YouTube channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11. Let's get started now. The 11th chapter of the first book of Corinthians is a significant portion of the Bible, as it discusses several topics related to worship and order in the church. This chapter can be divided into three main sections, each with its own lessons and teachings. The first section of the chapter discusses the importance of head coverings for women during worship. The Apostle Paul states that women should cover their heads during worship, while men should not. He also explains that this practice is rooted in the natural order of creation, as man was created first and woman was created to be a helper to man. While some may find this teaching controversial or outdated, the underlying lesson is one of submission and order in worship. Paul is not promoting sexism or patriarchy, but rather emphasizing the importance of recognizing and respecting God's order and design. The second section of the chapter deals with the Lord's Supper. Paul recounts the story of Jesus instituting this sacrament during the Last Supper and reminds the Corinthians of the solemnity and significance of this act of remembrance. He warns them against partaking of the bread and cup in an unworthy manner, which can result in judgment and condemnation. The teaching application here is that the Lord's Supper is not to be taken lightly, but with reverence and self-examination. We must approach this sacrament with humility, recognizing our own sinfulness and our need for Christ's forgiveness. The final section of the chapter addresses the misuse of spiritual gifts in worship. Paul notes that the Corinthians were overly focused on the more flashy and impressive gifts, such as speaking in tongues, to the point of neglecting the more practical and useful gifts, such as teaching and serving. He emphasizes the importance of using these gifts for the edification of the church as a whole, rather than for personal gain or self-promotion. The lesson here is that all gifts, no matter how seemingly insignificant, are important and necessary for the functioning of the church. We must recognize the value of each person's contribution and work together for the common good. Overall, the key theme of 1 Corinthians 11 is order and reverence in worship. The specific teachings and lessons within each section are meant to reinforce this central theme. While some of the practices and teachings may seem archaic or difficult to understand in a modern context, the underlying principles of respect for God's order, reverence for sacraments, and recognition of the value of each person's contribution are timeless and universally applicable. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.